who doesn't really contribute to team fights but can clear that midway fast, then we can just keep up with the rest of SRG as we fight. Hilda and Lancelot get locked in. Wasn't expecting that, but at least it's a good combination that works good together.
Yeah, you get to match the rotational speed of the Cho. You'll both be equally annoying for each lineup. All dive centered for Aurora, but they do have a bit of range further far. So what's the last pick here for SRG?
Still looking for Innocent's pick.
Yeah.
Just like in game number 1, they kept Innocent, Hero, a mystery.
Do they give him...
Here it's gotta matter. Claude's still open.
It's either they give him Ruby or something like maybe... Oh man, that's not a lot of dashes anymore. Actually, I mean, it's really just TNZ here, so even if they go Fove, it's not like the worst thing in the world, but it doesn't feel great.
I'm not the only one
Yep.
bound by these chains.
They got a fighter.
God.
At CC.
Yeah. So the Phoveus comes in, and it's expected. You already saw the Innocent pick with that CC, and they ended up becoming Turkey taking the lead.
Deployed.
So much panel. Renmar, Leoman, and
Welcome
Gideon.
to
Bro,
Mobile Legends.
that's, yeah, I agree. I think that's a good question. Where is Sky's at mentally coming into game number 2? Where is SRG at mentally? I don't think they expected to lose game number 1. I mean, I expected them to tear through Aurora Gaming in my predictions.
I mean, I definitely don't want to count SRG out as a team that is going to lose all their mentality from losing one game. But I will say that it's definitely not up. I don't think it went far down, but Aurora Gaming, if they can keep this pace, it's definitely a huge advantage. Up on the top side, though, different from last time. Watch for Rosa, looking for the stun, able to get some nice damage onto Cram. Cram forced to use the flicker this early on in the game.
That's big. Big wins across the board, really, for Aurora Gaming, right? And the fact that they have Purifies on Lunar and on Rosa, this is going to be a problem. Something that we were already hearing from Gideon is the fact that Yome's One Way to the Dragon can turn things around, can be that big play to set them or to get them into a spot where they're comfortable. But who are you going to kick? Tienzi's going to be very difficult to kick. You kick Pagu, I think they're fine with that. Sigiboom, same thing. Yes, you see immunity. And both the guys that you would want to kick have Purify.
Purify, wings by wings, ways to get away. I mean, overall, it's a comfortable position for Aurora Gaming. I also love how now that they're in this top 8 bracket, Rosa's getting these aggressive mid laners that can make a difference in a game. I feel like where they fall short sometimes is putting Rosa on something more passive. So I'm glad that Rosa's getting to really show off here.
Yeah, and it's also the fact that they're stealing this Farsa away. Something we were talking about last night when we were talking about SRG versus Aurora. You just can't get Stormy or can't let Stormy take the Farsa. Tienzi's actually significantly ahead here in XP. Really good pathing from Tienzi so far. Hey, it's the same. Assassin versus Marksman. This guy's just becoming his boy.
I'm wondering if SRG expected Aurora Gaming to come into this game so aggressive, to come into both of these games so aggressive. A lot of time when you see the underdog team, they take it very patient in the laning phase, and they can let these stronger teams kind of run over them. But Turkey is doing the exact opposite right now. They are pressuring hard in the early game, and it almost feels like SRG didn't expect it. But the airstrike does come down. Brilliance is used just to get away, and that's what I mean, the aggression from Turkey.
Non-stop pressure on the favorites. Not only for this match, mind you, for this tournament. Or Selangor Red Giants looked so good in the Swiss stage, qualifying 3-0, beating the final boss, TLPH. And maybe it's on us, maybe it's on the viewers. We're the ones who looked at Aurora Gaming as the underdogs. Maybe for Aurora Gaming, that was never the case.
Oh, there's that big kick from Yumes, though. Pagu is able to get away quick enough using the flicker. Was that just a misclick? Was it too slow?
I think it was just on the brink of the G-Kundo. Tough Boots was also already there for Pagu. The angle would have been kind of off anyway, so Yumes decided, you know what, this is a bad angle. I'm going to step back. Let's take a look at the emblems, though, real quick. We didn't get to see this earlier. It's actually the Vitality plus the Festival of Blood here for Sigibooms, guys.
On the top side, look at the puncture through. Thorn Rose does miss. Dude. Down comes the feathered airstrike. Pressure after pressure. Can they take the purple buff? Yumes, the G-Kundo through, looking for the kick, looking for the stun up in the top side. But in comes Pagu, able to take out Stormy. Yumes now on the run. Cram does find Rosa, but it's a trade for Yumes. Rosa for 2. Was it a good trade?
Yes, great for Aurora. Horrible for Selangor Red Giants. Orange buff went to Aurora Gaming as well, by the way. Great steal, great pickup. This guy's... Man, it's not just the assassin, it's everybody! He can't even go and walk in his own purple!
Oh, he dives in, Siggy, boom! This man, this miss, but will he be able to get away? No, it's a misplay. Innocent finds the retaliation, but Aurora Tienzi takes the purple.
Now, is that worth it? I don't know, yo. I don't know if I'll give in the gold laner for a purple buff, but I guess it's worth it at the end of the day. Because if you look at it, the carries are Stormy and Skies. Those two, as long as those two don't get the farm they need, it's gonna be okay. Graham on the Phobius, this is a problem too, by the way, right? Phobius is the type of hero that needs to snowball, that needs to win the early game, get turtles on his back, and, you know, really start popping off. Yums goes,
slight miss kick, but right into Tienzi, gets a Thorn Rose on a Stormy to force him away. Turtle now down to about 60%. SRG want to try to make the play. Pagu's there, Tienzi there as well with the Phantom Execution. The damage comes in and Set Guys goes down. Rosa punches his clock, and now they're collapsing onto SRG.
Sigiboo in the back line as Vengeance popped in.
And look at Pagu able to find Kram, and now they don't want to give it up. Lunar forcing them back to base. Turtle over to the hands of Aurora Gaming along with the kill.
We were expecting, oh, wait a minute, they go for more mid lane. Stormy can't handle it. TNT gets the kill. Now a turret to take as well as the orange buff. If game number 1, we saw glimpses of how the assassin could bully this Yusun Shin, this is a full boy game. Skies is forced to be a good boy to just take it everywhere because it's not just Tienzi, bro. It's the whole team who are constantly diving him. He can't get space at all.
Turrets, turtles, orange buffs,
everything,
purple buffs. It's all going to Aurora Gaming right now, and Yums might just be the next target trying to find Rosa. But again, the kiting is just phenomenal. He gets away with the dragon, but it doesn't matter. Aurora Gaming won it all.
At least Skies gets a purple buff. So there's something, but they lose a turret down below. Tienzi still wants to bully him. This is looking like it's getting out of control for Selangor Red Giants. And what do they need to get back in control is the question now, because with such big artillery strikes from Rosa, with him being so far ahead, I don't know. Wait,
in a bad spot, but the airstrike comes down. I don't think there's an escape from this one. Rosa on the killing spree. Sigiboom fearless, the whole team, they just say stop him.
They do have the artillery. We were talking about it, but I didn't expect under tier 2 against a Vengeance CC. They bursted him down like he was nothing. Sigiboom used the flicker, so at least there's something that they had to use more to get that kill. But again, the lead is getting out of control, Trex. At this point, how do they feel? What are they going to trade for objectives with? I mean, usually for Selangor Red Giants, you want to just team fight. But I don't think that's the right call.
Gonna try to get the kick, but he misses once again. It takes too much time, and Pagu's already there. SRG, at this point, SRG needs to stop. They just need to hit the brakes a little bit, calm down, stop looking for the kicks. Another turtle into the hands of Aurora Gaming, and this time Aurora Gaming are clapping back.
Uh-oh, Mount of Shock already used down. Now it's gonna give it to the back line, gets the kill, shuts down Rosa.
That's huge, but Lunar doesn't want to give it up just yet. Kram trying to keep him away into the backside. Tienzi with the puncture through Thorn Rose, looking for a target as Kram continues to slam down, but now he's too deep into water as the kill goes into the hands of Sigiboom.
Pagu gets into the bush, Innocent going in, and that's it for now. They're able to take the fights and back away. Like, at that point for Aurora Gaming, they want to go for more Mount of Shock already. It lands, but they have Pagu there to back him up. So, for Aurora Gaming, it was more damage control. They lost Rosa already in that skirmish.
The response, Thorn Rose does come down, and here comes Tienzi. Brilliance comes in at the last moment, and Tienzi cannot secure the kill. But Lunar might not want to give this up. Gonna try to cut wave, decides not to force it.
Yums,
remember your job. A nice Thorn Rose to get away and not take full damage. Be able to escape, he's gonna puncture back through. Tienzi looking for anything here, but now he's in a bad spot. Thorn Rose, Phantom Execution, safety.
Again, clean from Tienzi. Yums, again, I guess this is why they banned out the Badang in favor of like just seeing the Cho on the other side, is because when you get to top boots, when you are ahead in the early game, there's not really much lock. And for Aurora Gaming, it's all about pushing forward. It's all about being aggressive. It's all about being up in your face. And as long as there's no real lockdown, they can do this. Look,
every time they try to get onto Pagu, the flicker comes out and he's breaking their ankles right now, man.
He's pulling one for sure, man. He's breaking all the ankles for Selangor Red Giants, and that's plenty. Selangor Red Giants are and Lunox are both on the side of the winning team in the knockout stage right now. It's Aurora Gaming Turkey.
And we're back
the lead.
Back in the game now. Lord is up. Humes continues to hold on to the front line. Tienzi with the Thorn Rose, puncturing back to his team. See where it goes from here.
It's all about that mid-prio. Bottom lane slow pushing as well. It's going to be big.
Lunar?
Star Moon along with the feathered airstrike pushing SRG back, but they should be able to re-engage after this. If Lunar can hold them at bay, though, it should be an easy Lord for the side of Aurora Gaming.
He got really low, but SRG do not know that.
Oh,
Just like that, Aurora Gaming picks up a Lord for free. We're back in the game, folks. 5,000 gold lead. Just to let you know, if you guys are just tuning in right now, an endless battle for Skies at this point of the game. That's really, really late. You can definitely see the gap here starting to form for TNZ as he picks up his third item, a Brute Force Breastplate. He already has a Fury Hammer built up completely, I believe. No, it's a War Axe, an endless battle second.
the top side of Aurora Gaming, trading towers for towers, but it's a tier 2 for a tier 3, so a big win on the side of Aurora. Lord gonna be marching down the bot side. We just broke the 10-11 minute mark here, 10.5 minute mark, and Aurora Gaming holding a 6,000 gold lead. I mean, last game it felt a little more back and forth. This time Aurora Gaming has been in control from start to finish.
Yeah. We saw a few of those team fights, you know, a few of those moments where Selangor Red Giants can still take the risk, take the gambles, and actually win it out. But in this match, when they're getting outlaned in every single lane, when they're getting capped in every single position, it gets really tough for you to go for those big gambles because you don't even have those sets that can turn games around. It's Humes on a Cho with Purifies on Aurora, with heroes that have untargetability on their abilities. And now also the Siege actually gets canceled.
But the airstrike does come down. Big damage does land onto Humes there. Lord finally connecting.
Oh.
But the defense will hold strong and protect SRG from losing any inhibitors so far.
Yeah, they'll crack open all the tier 2s. They'll strip them down at the tier 2s here. Selangor Red Giants choke down and push to their own base. Skies, even more now, is going to struggle to take any camps, to find any gold. They're going to have to divide the gold, disperse it amongst each other whenever it comes through. And Aurora Gaming, I will say, they're doing a phenomenal job. This is something that we saw on the Swiss stage, them leading in the early game, but always falling short. Now, they understand how to really capitalize on the big advantage.
That airstrike once again to help clear the waves and give space for Aurora Gaming to back through. Humes comes in. Shifting Clouds gets a stun onto SRG as Innocent pushes Pagu away. Aurora Gaming finally backing off. They were looking for a moment, but SRG didn't fall for it.
Osa? Okay. It's all good. Could have been real bad there if Humes was around to follow it up. But again, even if Humes was there, Purify was still up for Rosa. There were still avenues for Aurora Gaming to just get out, waste some resources, and reset. Now they're going to freeze up the waves. They're really going to be putting Selangor Red Giants into a tough spot. Chastise Pauldron now, so the Eastern Shin was already behind, now is going to struggle even more in the team fights on top of farming. Yeah, they're stoning them away, dude.
Play on the Innocent, a lot of damage. Pagu gets the kill. One by one, SRG are falling down.
It's not just Skies anymore, man. Aurora Gaming Turkey, and they're making Selangor Red Giants their boys.
They're boys?
They're boys.
They're homies? They're little bros.
Oh, no! I hate to see it, Humes!
Did have to back off there, though. Sigboom uses a lot. SRG, I think, again, SRG just really pushing their limits, coming out maybe too far here. Look at the damage from Rosa.
I think we can ask the question already, Trex.
Is it a wrap?
How's game 3 gonna look? If this is game 2, if this is 1.5 games, the mental drop from Selangor Red Giants. How's game 3 gonna look? Are they gonna be able to fully reset? Coach Arcadia, Vecchi, and Winter, they're gonna have to step up here and like really help them reset.
I do want to say this. I don't want to go too quickly to game 3.
Not yet.
SRG, yes, Humes has had some bad plays with that kick so far, but he could still get something. Is it going to be enough? They do get the kill onto Pagu. That's big before the Lord comes. Only if Stormy gets away, though. Brilliance does come out. Tienzi forced to use the Phantom Execution just to get away.
Great pickup. Great pickup. Signs of life now for Selangor Red Giants. Finally. And that's such a good lift for Humes, who's just failed constantly in this game to get the way the dragon. Now he finally gets one good play, one good pickoff in. That's the slow build of confidence. That's the slow build of possibly scaling back to being so bad. Rosa.
Feather Airstrike does come. Oh, look at the damage! Stormy finds the target, locks on, and another one goes down. Aurora Gaming this time on the wall. SRG, that's what they needed, a moment of grace.
Yes, sir. The slow build again. From one play, the domino effect to the next. They find Rosa lacking there, and they instantly punish. Unfortunately, I don't think they'll be able to really capitalize on the Siggy Boom and Rosa pickoff. But they need to find something back on the map. They need to get back control. They're able to get some farms. Skies is now level 15, so that's really, really good. The gold lead has been reduced down to just 4,000 now.
Genzi punctures through. Thorn Rose try to clear the waves. SRG unable to crack that tier 3, which is big for Aurora Gaming. Like you said, they can still gain control of this game again, but don't push too hard, because you can see those moments SRG will have to shine. Look at TNZ. Brilliance does come out in the backside. Lunar able to lock onto Yumes. Pagu there as well with TNZ following up. Looking for a moment to strike, a moment to bite as Rosa repositions.
I don't know how the wave in the bottom lane is looking right now, but it does look more like an Aurora Gaming slow push. So for Selangor Red Giants, it's all about managing the wave down below. I think at this point, they might have to take fights. No, okay, we're still at the 15-minute mark. Not Evolve Lord just yet. I think Selangor Red Giants, they can do one more Lord where they defend. There's a threat of obviously a base trade getting taken there. Yums has the vision, knows Pagu is in that bush, but knows that there are a lot more players here to back him up. So we can't just be going for Pagu. Cram?
With an airstrike once again, a lot of damage lands onto Cram. TNZ tries to get away. Yums able to get the knockup, but doesn't convert to a big kick. SRG reclaiming position, but nobody goes down.
Really good attempt there for Selangor Red Giants. They need to be looking for more of those plays again, build the confidence slowly but surely. But unfortunately, like I said, it'll probably be a lord that is given to Aurora Gaming. Slow push down below. Selangor Red Giants are going to be split up. Unless Aurora Gaming make a mistake here, I really don't think SRG can push forward just yet. They might have to wait a bit longer.
I feel like Rosa needs to be up on the top side. Yumes and Stormy. Big movement at a bad spot. Rosa as well. G-Kondo doesn't come in. Tries to get away, but Stormy finds the kill again on Rosie. Pagu now brought down to 40% into the backside though. One trying to get him, unable to do it with the shifting clouds, but TNZ picks up Sekai's.
Siggy Boom still able to survive right now. Pagu in the back just buying time.
Doom slow, able to dash through. TNZ with a Phantom Execution. But look at the damage from Innocent once again. Lunar trying to get away.
And that's him. Innocent picking up the kill, going on the turret. TNZ and Siggy Boom get away. Pagu's pushing in mid. That base turret down below is looking juicy for the minions. Does it take it down? Only Yum sent down.
Oh, should be able to. Actually, I think Tower may just go down here with a couple more hits. No retribution on the side of SRG right now, but Aurora Gaming aren't going to try to take advantage of it.
They keep it alive. Aurora Gaming buy some time, or their minions rather, buy some time for them. A bit of capitalization now, a bit of conversion on the structural objectives.
Yenzi's so aggressive onto Innocent, pumping through. Stormy locks on Rosa. Feather Airstrike comes down in response. Siggy Boom looking for targets. Aurora Gaming maybe just trying to open up the map.
They dealt with the wave in the bottom lane, but it was a temporary answer. They're still going to have to send someone down below to clear it up. Actually, never mind. It might actually build back now. I didn't really get to see the HP bar, but hold on. Yeah, that's why Sky is not handling it. It will be able to build back towards Aurora Gaming. So now, Aurora Gaming are the ones that have to send someone down, but Yums!
A lot of damage.
Wow, great cancel.
Rosa is the target locked right now. If they can find Rosa, Rosa's good. Yenzi, Thorn Rose on a Stormy. Damage from all members all around.
Yums.
Chugger does come down. TNZ able to get some nice damage on Innocent. Feathered Airstrike as well. The shifting clouds to bring him back, and Cram falls. TNZ picks up the kill.
They're gonna go on Innocent now. It's an all-in TNZ. Thorn Rose!
Oh, Stormy low. Pagu able to find it. And now Lunar's advancing with the rest of Aurora Gaming. TNZ constantly looking for targets. A big falling Star Moon into the backside. Sekai's just trying to get away.
And it's a win for Aurora Gaming. 2 members down of Selangor Red Giants. And look at the timer. This is a bad lord to give. It's an evolved lord for Aurora Gaming. And it's free. They're going to have to fight this. It looks like they just want to gamble.
They're pushing for Yums, looking for vision. Sekai's theirs as well. Tienzi's very, very low. I think they maybe could have with how low two members are, but they don't have the information.
Exactly. No vision. Aurora Gaming played it perfectly. The way they bobbed and weaved through that team fight, the way they went back and forth. They even need to handle the wave down below because they know they still have the lead at that point. They have the items to swap. They have the advantage. All they need to do is execute, and that they did. Pagu, now with the winner crown, we do get to see a replay of how that happened, but keep your eyes on the live view because they are setting up in that bush up top. So going through this fight again, Cram really tries to get in, but it's Phobia's late game. You fall off real hard. You're just a frontliner. And with the damage that Aurora Gaming have in the late game, it's too much to handle. And that ambush up top didn't really amount to much. They just push in top lane so that at least there will be one lane that they don't have to deal with. It'll be a two-way push coming down onto Selangor Red Giants base.
Inhibitor goes down. Airstrike falls as well. Cram with the demonic force into the backside, but Rosa falls. Sekai's able to get the kill. SRG looking for Stormy. Dan's able to find the kill.
Now it's still with the Evolved Lord. They have damage reduction. Innocent's going to be very low. They're still handling the waves right now. Can they fight the... They can.
That guy's actually responding back. Innocent with a lot of damage on Lunar.
Wow.
Aurora Gaming has to try to get away here. The re-engage of shifting clouds in the back line. Good call! No, but TNC falls. Innocent, the beast, carries the team to glory at this point.
It's always... There's always a way for Selangor Red Giants. Whether it be Innocent, Stormy, or all three with Yums together as well. What a flank by Yums, creating a diversion so that Stormy can just jump in. He was full kamikaze there, man. He went in, he was like, I will die as long as Rosa falls with me. That's a win for my team.
So it's a 5-second counter on Rosa. TNZ at 24. SRG aren't going to be able to end anything exactly here, most likely, but still, we are at standstill territory. This game could go any way at this point.
Aurora Gaming, with the Evolved Lord damage reduction, I really thought like they would be able to power through it, but Selangor Red Giants played that so well. Innocent with the spacing, with the constant pokes, building up to them being so low. The space turret will not fall, at least not now. There's another wave to come in, but they won't use it. It's way too risky. Genzi wants to fight. Yeah, I think that'll be it. Now it gets really troublesome for... Oh my god, they just want to keep on going. Rosa! Flicker out already. Lunar? No, they can't go for it.
They're gonna like try to rush Lord here?
I don't think so. But what they have gotten is the position back. They push Selangor Red Giants away. And now Cram, when he jumps in, Trex, he's cooked. Does he have Winner Crown? That's the question right now. I want to take a look at the items real quick to see if he does. He doesn't have Winner Crown. He doesn't have Immortality. Those two items are not in his inventory. So when he jumps, he's gonna get shredded, bro.
Luckily for Aurora Gaming as well, Long Lane is pushing. In the backside, Sticky Boom onto Cram, keeping him away from the team, but Innocent is always the problem.
Yep.
Innocent and Sekai's have been jumping onto Rosa so much that Airstrike comes down, chips away, but still in the top side. Cram,
oh my god,
might get the outplay. Winter Crown comes in for Siggy Boom, Immortality pops.
Now Siggy Boom's dead. Selangor Red Giants, they fought through it and now they have a man advantage. The waves are still down below, but now it is a heck of a lot more equal. Wave versus man down. Who's gonna win? Selangor Red Giants already on the Lord. Yums handling the mid wave. Stormy!
Airstrike, a lot of damage. Brilliance comes out. It's still not enough. Aurora Gaming mistiming the ults.
They can't go for the shred. They can't burst the Lord. The wave in the bottom lane is gonna crash into their base.
Yeah, will Aurora Gaming try to really take advantage of that? Mountain Shocker does connect. Pagu able to just get through.
Oh my god.
Moves into the boss side. Rosa looking for a position once again, and watch for TNZ on the top.
That wave is big in the bottom lane. TNZ's there. Rosa falls!
Lunar gonna take a kick to the face as well, but there's still minions coming down the boss side as TNZ and Sekai's go for the 1v1. Mono e mono. TNZ looking for the... Oh! And he's able to get it. He's on the run now. Immortality pops.
Does he buy the second item? He buys it with a crown. Can he do it? No, he cannot. He takes the rose gold in the end, but it was not enough. It was not quick enough. The waves handled right on time, but what TNZ did is he bought more than just those items. He bought time. He possibly saved this game from being a full turnaround. An Evolved Lord in the mid lane. SRG want to look for the end now, but I really... Oh, Siggy Boom?
He boom with a shifting clouds, goes too deep, takes himself down about 10%, but now Cram is deep as well. Lunar gonna be the next target. The next one in the chopping block, the 9s are out as SRG slices through. Innocent takes the tower along with members of Aurora Gaming, just trying to defend.
With a ground down, Sigiboom goes out. Now it's just Pagu.
Rosa though, back on the field for the airstrike. Oh, quickly got! And Innocent with a double kill! SRG, even the playing field.
It's a wipeout.